And hey folks, how you doing? Durinde back with you and kicking off a new Let's Play of Star Trek New Horizons. Of course, a couple of big patches came out. We're looking at version 2.12 of Stellaris itself, and we're now at the Birth of the Federation patch for Star Trek New Horizons. Actually, if you look at the main menu here, I don't think we had these UI options when I started up the last time, so that's new. Before I do anything else, though, I want to do my the back of the box read, as I like to call it, and just walk through some of the features for the Birth of the Federation patch here. So I'm just going to head on over to taking a look at the Star Trek New Horizons Discord here now. The Paradoxical Development Group is proud to present our latest major update to New Horizons, Birth of a Federation. NHV 1808 Birth of a Federation takes us back to the beginning, fleshing out the experience of building the Federation by adding a range of events and mechanics for the Federation both before and after it's formed. The core of this update is a complete overhaul of the Federation fleet with a total of over 40 ships split across eight new archetypes. As you progress through the eras, you'll find each new ship has its own specialty, speed, firepower, or even unique abilities. However, with all this progress, some of your ships won't be able to keep up. Don't worry though, the revamped Starfleet Museum lets you bring your old ships out of retirement for special occasions. Tensions are high for the Federation's founders with the addition of several new story change, focusing on their early clashes, including installations of Gem, Colander, and the Vulcan Serenite movement, and even the chance to form an Andorian alternative to the Federation. We haven't neglected the rest of the galaxy, adding more species and specific governments and luxury goods. Xindi players have to manage their council as the dominant subspecies changes, and some minor powers have new unique buildings. There, of course, are a vast array of smaller changes, improvement to the war score system, rebalancing of bombardment, new risk of disease, and even the return of the jump drive for those feeling incredibly brave. Finally, for players using the sub-mod, the galaxy just got a lot prettier. Not only does every planet in Sol now have a custom texture, but planets across the board have new, high-quality, class-appropriate looks. So this, that's the spiel from the developers of the Star Trek New Horizons mod, which I'm on their Discord, but I'm not affiliated with. So that is what they're saying about this. So a lot of the features seem to be Federation specific. So in that case, I think we do have to start another human playthrough. So let's go with the Federation UI in that case. Do we have to download this or something? The Steam Internet browser just came up. I think I have to subscribe to it and then download it. Okay, so we won't bother with that then. Okay, so new game. Star Trek New Horizons, Birth of the Federation. Let's get ready to rock and roll here. So yeah, we will be playing United Earth. And, of course, we'll be taking all the regular stuff here. Drive for Self-Improvement, World War III, and the ecological collapse of the 21st century have taught humanity a bitter lesson. The wanton pursuit of power is a dangerous thing. Now all citizens enjoy easy access to all basic amenities. Material wealth has little interest to the general population. We can finally focus on greater things. So Unity, we get a boost to that. Also, consumer goods cost is down. We have the spirit of exploration. There is an urge in all of us to explore and to discover, the thirst of curiosity that leads us to go where no one has gone before. Where have I heard that line before? Now at long last, new technologies allow us to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations. Helps with survey speed, and there's an increased anomaly chance. They're pacifists, so we won't be doing unrestricted wars. They're xenophiles. Of course, the Federation loves aliens. And they're egalitarian. Can't use autocratic governments. Average difficulty. Okay. Yeah, we're selecting these guys that are in the Alpha Quadrant. We're going to with everything kind of normal here. We did play our last game on Ensign, so I'm going to bump it up to Captain. And of course, with that, things may go horribly, horribly wrong, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? And I need to start a timer, so I don't run this first episode until like 3 or 4 hours, as I tend to do with all my other started series. The needs of the men. When my son looks back on this day, the only thing he'll remember is that a Federation officer on a Federation ship invaded his home, kept his father away from him on his 11th birthday. Gull the cat. I always thought if I ever did get a cat, I would call him Gull, because then he would be Gull the cat. Make it so. Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Pretty exciting. Of course, the big news over the last couple of weeks is that Jean-Luc is coming back to the small screen. They're doing a spin-off series. All sorts of kind of theories on what maybe that series might be about. My personal thought is, he always had this interest in xenoarchaeology. So I'm guessing it might be him, maybe a small crew, like on a small exploratory ship, maybe heading around to archaeological sites. Or maybe he's just like an admiral or something like that and doing I feel like it's going to be a more diplomatic series and not really an action-driven series, especially since Patrick Stewart is in his 70s now. Okay, so we've started the game. We're the Federal Republic. The species of war. The specter of war has followed humanity for centuries. My God, I cannot speak today. I'm just going to start things. So, humans start off... I mean, if you watched our Bajoran start, which was... we were out over here, we had a single planet, and that was it. So it took us a while to kind of get up and running. We already know about the Vulcans, of course, which is canonical, since the Vulcans... are the first species to contact the Earthlings once they get the warp drive going with old Zephyrin Cochrane. Let's talk to these folks. They're super like us, and why not do a migration treaty just so they like us a little bit more? So we have Earth and Mars colonized right now. We have the Franklin and the Africa. Just want to take a look at Earth here. Oh yeah. Interesting angle. Okay. So the science ship, I don't think we can do any exploration in the Sol system. No. Okay. So in that case, we're going to be heading out into the solar system, the galaxy here. And we're going to explore our neighbors. So we should run into the Andorians. Maybe the Ferengi. I forget who else is around. Alright, construction ships. We do need to get the resources in the system developed. We started with a little bit of dilithium as well, which is great. So we'll hit that up first. Mining station. Can only build 2 right now. And let's take a look at our planets. Oh, I do have to set my sciences. We'll get the phase cannons going. We're going to get a Interstellar Academy going. And let's see, starbase capacity and upkeep. Going to take that, I think. Alright, so how's Earth? I do need to make a governor. And I need to assign a military leader. Let's recruit a military leader. I can't afford any of them. Super broke when it comes to energy right now. Okay. What about governors? Change. We do have a free governor. Okay. So we'll put her in charge. We will unpause things. And things go kind of super fast for the first bit now. I think they've speed up like how time goes.
Allow me to introduce.
Appreciate the offer, Q. I don't think I told him to go away, so he might be popping up a little bit. So yeah, let's see, non-aggression pact with the Vulcan High Command. Oh, I thought I did a migration treaty, but I guess it was a non-aggression thing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And also we have Mars here. Let's take a look at Mars. Of course, it's pretty filled up right now until we can do some terraforming. Okay, so we'll leave that alone for now. Earth itself, there's some scarred remnants from World War III here. So we're going to build ourselves a power plant, especially if we need power now to recruit admirals. That's going to be a thing. Second fleet, yeah, so I think once I get to 200, yeah, we're going to grab ourselves an admiral. Unyielding can be bad. Go away, Q.
We really have to start off like that?
We don't need your mineral, Q.
Affirmative.
I've played this far too often. Okay, so that's still the Vulcans. Cool. Alright, so...
Construction complete.
We've found some potentially habitable planets down in the Ceres system. So we'll be heading down there at some point, I suppose. So yeah, Earth, Mars. Do I want to build anything on Mars? I have to think about food, which we have quite a bit of right now. We have dilithium, but I don't think we have a refinery, so we're going to build that on Mars, even though it's already like a crappy spot for everybody to live. But I do want to get that dilithium. It's also like a pretty valuable trade good. Seems like everybody wants to trade once you have dilithium, so I want to get that up and running. We should be able to start a new starbase here. Not a starbase, but a mining station on the next planet over here. Callisto. Jupiter seems to be providing us with quite a few minerals. Apparently the moon has a single mineral. It's kind of insulting to the moon. After the moon's done so much for us, it only has a single mineral. Thought we were closer than that moon, but anyway. So 75. So yeah, we're already pulling in like 20 minerals
complete.
A month, which is pretty good for this stage in the game.
Complete.
Build a mining station there. And then we're going to head to Jupiter. Things are going to be like fairly... It's kind of an oxymoron. Things are going to be both fast and slow at the start. It's going to be a while before we get like technology up and going. So we have a defensive pact with the Vulcans, which I'm kind of surprised that they don't start you off with that. I don't know. Maybe you would want to do like a mirror universe thing. I remember those like episodes of Enterprise where they did the mirror universe, and of course the scene from the Star Trek movie with Zefram Cochrane. That scene where like the Vulcans land and it's all peaceful and everything. They do that scene, but you know, someone pulls out like a shotgun and shoots like the Vulcan ambassador. The NX project, the Earth's ambitious plan to create a Warp 5 vessel, is still struggling. The original vision of Zefram Cochrane, which began in 2119 with the foundation of the new Faster-than-Light Research Complex in Bozeman, Montana, is now several decades old, and yet most of humanity's ships still crawl between the stars of Warp 2. Admiral Maxwell Forrest stares with distaste at the Vulcan ambassador Soval. Earlier today, he was elated with the news of the successful launch of the earliest prototype of the NX project. Now it seems his day was becoming worse. With all due respect, Ambassador, Earth has a fleet now. Our Warp 4 engine has recently been installed on the USS Franklin. That's the ship that they find in the J.J. Abrams universe on that planet. It seems like the names of like all the Star Trek movies are escaping me during this playthrough. Star Trek Beyond, right? They find the Franklin. It was less than a decade ago when your Commander Robinson almost lost his life because of his reckless pursuit. So yeah, there's some events going on. Can we do anything with that? This policies and edicts. Enbo Jisu, Captain Gaira has risen rapidly in the Fleet Championship League tables and now prepares to face the current champion, Sophie Gilbert. So it's a martial art taking place on a circular arena. Okay. You get the feeling that somebody's going to get injured here. After an insane bout, the captain has defeated Sophie. Well, it appeared that Sophie would press her advantage with an easy victory several times. It was Kyra, so she's going to be either adaptable or resilient. I'll take either or. Okay. So, Soul System. Slow things down a little bit here. Construction ship. I'm going to send you to build the station there. Then we're going to get you to hit up Luna, which is all the way over here. And then we'll finally hit up Sol for some physics research. Think in all the years
Technology
that the...
discovered.
Alright, we'll take colony ship, I guess. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing for Unity yet.
Technology discovered.
Maybe Federation, that seems like the way to go. So that research is done. Chemo site. Let's take light cruiser blueprints. I don't think we can do any upgrades to our fleet yet. No.
Technology discovered.
And this should be our phase cannons. There we go. Let's take physics lab 2. And construction ship. Build your research station. Should cost that much to upgrade our fleet? 15. So we'll order that.
Upgraded.
And I'm probably going to want to look at building some more ships very soon, because there's always the inevitable pirate invasion. There are some potentially habitable planets down in this system, so we're definitely going to want to head down there at some point. Okay, so Mars, they're building that. Earth, we're waiting for Pops to come in. Still lots to do on Earth. I mean, I could build a farm, but actually I'm going to move you down here. Ancient Capsule. Prepare the Grappler. The USS Franklin's chief engineer has successfully modified the capsule's orbit. Boo-boo. This is Wrath of Khan, isn't it? No, it's that episode of Next Gen where they find like the people. Let's awaken them. We lost a whole bunch of influence. They were confused and on edge after being awakened after like a few centuries. Yeah, there was that episode of Next Gen where they find like the people in cryo sleep or whatever. They all had like diseases that were easily curable, and one guy was like a millionaire. He was all very demanding of Picard. It's been a long road. 2 years after the successful test flight of the NX Zeta, Earth is celebrating laying the keel of its very first Warp 5 vessel, Starfleet's true flagship, the NX Light Cruiser class Enterprise. But while technology has progressed at breakneck speed, realizing the dreams of the scientists such as Archer, Kakashi, and Cochrane, the Vulcans continue to warn humanity that they are not ready for the perils of deep space. Their political pressure. Let's accelerate the project. Don't have the minerals. We'll continue at our current pace then. Okay, well, we'll know that for maybe subsequent playthroughs to maybe save some minerals.
Construction complete.
Alright, so construction ship has nothing to do. There's still 2 minerals that we haven't taken advantage yet. So we'll make sure we build those. We're still researching this system. I might actually do a... that would be a planet, right? Another science ship. Because exploration is a little bit slower in this mod. So want to get out there and explore strange new worlds. Yada yada yakety smackety. So that's another one. 213 for a sign ship. Good lord. How much is it for a Corvette? Shipyard. Oops. Shipyard. 265. Yeah, I think I should get my military, like, a little bit more up to snuff, though. Captain has begun to find it hard to recall its original purpose. Organizing crew activities? Sure, why not?
Updated.
Time project. Shipboard activities. Leisure, okay. So that's in this system. So let's get him to do that. Still has to continue researching this system.
Special project complete.
Captain Picard Day. One of my favorite episodes. A role model. It's got some experience. Yeah. Keep surveying the system. Unfortunately, we lost all of the subsequent pieces of survey that I wanted to do, so we'll get those up and running again. So construction ship has nothing to do. I'm going to move them down to this system, though, so once it gets completely surveyed, we can jump right in and build ourselves a starbase. How's Mars doing? Mars is okay. We will want a mine here.
Technology discovered.
And cruisers have been unlocked. Let's go with hull plating. So can't do anything more here. But I can build another frigate.
Empire is making contact.
And we've met the Tellarites. We could learn so much from each other. And they do have a couple of systems. Migration treaty. I think they just offered us one. And dispatch a cultural mission to Bajem.
Log updated. Survey complete.
Okay, so that system's been surveyed. Drifting ship. Let's research that. And that means my construction ship
complete.
can now build
Initiating communication.
starbase. Agree. So yeah, the first few species that we meet they're going to be like super receptive to pretty much everything. We'll do a defensive pact for now.
Technology discovered.
And the Vulcans have done the defensive pact as well. Physics lab, okay, that's done. Let's go with this because it's ship upgrades, and we'll go for a biolab too. And we will unpause it. The fleet can get upgraded. So let's do that.
Upgraded.
That puts us at 161, and there is our first bit of unity. And we're going to go with the Federation. Who'd have thought, right? It allows us to do embassies. Let's take it. Yes. Alright, clear off everything else. Earth, looks like we can upgrade this physics lab now. Boo-boo. How much is that doggy in the window? There we go. And what else is coming up for research? 24 months, so another couple of years. Oop, you're going to Bajem. Okay. I'd like to... Smartian Shrine. Yes. This is the episode where they steal Geordi. We have no time for this. I don't want to lose influence, though. Carry on. Sure, it only costs us some energy credits. Trade embargo, ideology, all that fun stuff, okay. All those Cassius bellies. Beam the captain back. Did we lose our captain? What I do want to do here, though, is... Oh, I don't have enough cash to do anything. Or minerals in this case. Let's try to trick them. You're strong and cunning. Influence goes up by 50. Okay, that's a bit better than what the alternative was. Okay, and looking at the time, that probably wraps things up for this episode. So we're just getting started. Hopefully you liked what you saw so far. We'll see what other new events come with this patch. If you liked what you saw, think about liking the video. Think about subscribing to the channel. See you next time. Take care. Have yourself a great day.